Hello GQ Germany, I'm Nicholas Hoult and we are playing This or That. What is the German for it? Hello GQ Germany, I'm Nicholas Hoult and we are playing Entweder Oder. I'm practically fluent in German now. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Fine dining or home-cooked meals? Home-cooked meals every time. Fine dining, well, you know, it's fun, but it can be a bit rich. It can make your tummy hurt. Also, sometimes the atmosphere can be a little bit ostracizing, make you feel a little bit out of place, for me anyway. So I'm going home cooking, because it also churns up nice memories. Although actually, my mum used to do weird things, like if she'd make a curry and she couldn't find all the right stuff to put in there, she'd like just throw in grapes and things that didn't make sense. So my mum's home cooking was kind of eclectic and weird, but it still serves up nice memories because how strange it was at times. Ooh, I like both. That's the thing about, they both scratch different itches. The fun thing about doing them as an actor is that you kind of both have good costumes and great cinema and kind of set pieces and set designs and things like that. So I can't choose between period pieces or superhero movies because I have two of them coming out soon, Nosferatu and Superman. Go see both. I prefer a comedy. The trick with either of them is when the comedy, when it actually suddenly kind of sucker punches you with some real emotion and you kind of think you're just having a fun time and then suddenly you're like, oh no, this has actually got something to say and it's actually really sad or emotional. Or the reverse, when you're watching a drama and you're like, this is sad and real, but then also kind of funny, like life is at the most tragic moments as well. So you kind of need the balance of both, I think. Cinema. TV is lovely, wonderful, and I enjoyed, like, personally, when I get to play characters on TV, it's amazing because you get to play them over a prolonged period of time and explore different facets of their personality and take them in places that the audience maybe didn't expect. But in terms of an experience, going to the cinema, the sound and the big screen and your focus being completely taken away into that world, which is different to watching things at home when there's other distractions and you can stop and start and it's not the main focus. So yeah, cinema for the experience for me. For Christmas, we used to go to watch the Lord of the Rings movies. I remember watching the second one and that moment outside the Battle of Helm's Deep when everyone's kind of paused. You can see the whole army gathered outside and then the guy is shaken with the arrow and then he lets it go and you're like, oh no. That's like a very cinematic moment. Vampires or zombies? Vampires. Because, well, I played a zombie and it was nice playing a zombie and that was kind of a strange take on making a zombie rom-com, I suppose. But zombies in reality, I think, would be very smelly, rotting, so terrible. And whereas vampires, there's something kind of hot about vampires, you know, they're like, ooh, suck my blood. Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu as Count Orlok. It's interesting because he's developed that character. Obviously it's the monster, he's terrifying, he's scary. But he's also imbued that character with such history and grace and kind of, I don't know the correct word, but he's given him such a history and reality to his past as a character that he's kind of hot. He's handsome in a way, yeah. Everyone's gone very quiet, but it's hot, I was into it. On location shoots. It's more fun going to the real places and experiencing kind of what it was, you know, because then it feels more real again, I suppose. But it is incredible sometimes the sets that are built in studios. And it's fun when you're in a studio because then there's also other things. It feels like you're in an old school movie environment where you're like, oh, we're on a backlot and like there's other films shooting over here. But for me personally, yeah, going on location. I got to shoot in the Namibian desert for a while for Mad Max. That was pretty magical. For Nosferatu, we got to go to the castle where some of the Werner Herzog Nosferatu film was shot. And that was kind of one of our first days filming. To go there and be on that location was pretty magical to kind of set the tone for that film. Villain. Obviously you want to root for the heroes, but I think there's something great about villains. As an actor, there's something interesting about trying to understand them and present something for the audience that maybe sees part of humanity or themselves where they go, huh, I know they're the bad, I know I don't want that, but there's something in there that maybe I can relate to or understand. Or, you know, shine a light on that part of human nature that maybe people try to pretend isn't them, but everyone kind of has. Suit up. And I think the relaxed fit, I think someone told me I looked terrible in that relaxed fit, so so not that one. Yeah, suit up. I like putting on a full tux or suit and feeling like it's not every day that I get to do it. If I could, I'd put on a suit. You know what? I just learned to tie a bow tie for the first time. I think maybe for that photo. That is a self-tied bow tie that I did myself. Very proud, as you can tell. It took a lot of practice and a lot of YouTube time and me going, okay. And the first few tries were terrible, but we got there, and that was self-tied. London. Yeah. All my best friends are in London. I miss London. And you can walk places, which is also much better. I miss the theatre in London and pubs. And yeah, I love London. Race car driving at the moment. I used to box a lot and I love it and I love the sport and I enjoy watching it, but I don't enjoy getting hit in the head. And race car driving is something that I'm really enjoying at the moment. I've been training to do it with Ferrari for a while and hopefully we'll be racing soon, but I've done some time attacks and done well. I'm feeling more comfortable in the car. It's very therapeutic in a way. It's like a flow state where when it's going well, it's very much input, output, and it's quite meditative, and I'm enjoying that about it. Both things are. You have to be very present, and I think that's what I like about acting as well. Anything that makes you present.
That's a good answer.
You're very encouraging, thank you. It'd be terrible if you were like, this is shit. This guy's idiot.
Do you feel like you said the truth about everything, or I think I should have said the other?
No, I think I said the truth about everything.